Hello and welcome to Life Less Ordinary. It has been a little while. Life's been a bit up and down. I'm still up at Mum and Dad's during the week where it's a Saturday morning and I'm back at home and we are doing a bit of a tidy up. We've had lots of winds. It is mid-July. We've had lots of winds, so there's been a lot of branches down. So the plan today, tidy up the yard, burn a bit more in the fire pit that's down the back, just a little campfire thing, so burn a few things off there. And Tobias is going to mow. I have asked him to use the push mower with the catcher. Yes, Toby's over there just surveying the plan. So the reason behind that is I would like to use, because it's winter, there's no seeds on the grass. The grass isn't very long, but there's no seeds on the grass. So this is a good time for me to be able to have the clippings caught up in the catcher and put them out on the garden beds as a mulch, add them to our compost piles over there as well, just to add some green to the compost. So that's the plan there. Oh, and tree pasting. We've tree pasted out the front all of the fruit trees with Biiodynamic Tree Paste, and we have all the trees down the back to do, and also the berry vines as well. They need tidying before we tree paste, but that's what needs to happen there. So that's the plan. We're going to get going. The peaceful morning is about to be broken by the mower. Salome's been clearing over there. You can see here we've got a bit of work to do. So these are the trees that we're going to tree paste, and the ones along the back, the apple trees. So you should be able to see that we've espaliered them. So we've done that, the pruning and espaliering. Prune back some of the roses as well, and the apple trees on the back. The only thing we still need to prune now are these berries, which I don't think we'll get to this weekend because I'm only here today and tomorrow. But what we will be cutting back, hopefully you can see this, this is the old wood. This is brown, whereas this is the new wood. So we'll be cutting back this, and then, so these ones here, you can see from last year's growth, we'd put them together. So we can cut that down the bottom and pull it out, and then try and get all of this new growth together like that and espaliered there. That worked really well for us last season, so we're going to try that again. Dean has managed to get on top of most of the weeds along the paths for us. There you go, he's got it going. This one's self-propelled, so hopefully that makes his job a bit easier. Anyway, so here are the apple trees along of here. Some of them are only new, so that's last year. That I only bought that last season, whereas this is 2 years we've had the rest of these. So we're just continuing to espalier as best as we can. So today's job will be to tree paste these. We're only keeping them to a certain height. That's so that for ease of netting, and we've made it so that it's off the fence so that we can actually get access both sides. So that's our 6 months of apples. So the ones right down the end there, we can harvest fruit in late January, February. Then along of here, it's sort of every month or so through to May, June, with this one here. So that's something that we have been working on, and hopefully we reap the benefits of that a bit more this season. I will get going now that Toby's mowing there. The idea is that the catcher, what he gets in the catcher, is going to be dumped on these beds. So just sprinkle it. I mean, yeah, you could dump it and then we can spread it out, but yeah. Yep, that's it. Yep, thank you. So it's got a bit of leaves in there as well, which because it's gone through the mower, it shreds it up a little bit, which will help it to break down a bit quicker. So this is just using some of the resources you have on your own property and to regenerate the soil. So there's a bit of sustainability happening, regenerative agriculture. So you can see we've had all these branches drop, just bringing them over so that they can be added to the fire when we need them. They are. So maybe we can use those tomorrow night for the winter cookout. We're having some people over. Tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully it's not too windy and we can just all sit around the fire. Kids can play in the backyard and just enjoy the space that we have. So we've managed to get the mowing done. We've burned a few things that had been lying around, and as you can see by my glasses and my hands, we've got the tree pasting done. So this is what they look like once they're done. So there's the pear trees on this side, plum trees on that side, and I'll show you. It doesn't look as vibrant because this is all in shadow, so it hasn't quite dried. But this row of apples has been tree pasted. front and back. So that is all done. I think it's time for lunch. Next week's job is that. We've got a couple of the beds mulched with the grass clippings. So I'm happy with that. And now that we've started doing that, the kids know what to do. So I'm looking forward to mulching the rest of the garden beds over time, so that we're all prepared for spring planting, which we won't plant until late in spring because we still get frosts in October. But anyway, that's the intention. I know it has been a long time, but thank you for sticking in there and joining us in our life less ordinary.